Students, so let us start next problem. A pentagonal pyramid of side 30 mm and axis 60 mm is on a triangular face in the HP with its axis parallel to VP. It is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane inclined at 60 degrees to HP and passing through the highest point of the base. Draw its sectional views. So this is your question. In this question they didn't mention where we have to construct the pentagon, but here they mention the triangular face in HP. In order to get the triangular face in HP, you should construct the pentagon in HP. Here the length of the pentagon is 30 mm, 108 degrees angle 30 mm, 30 mm here, and all sides of this pentagon is 30 mm, angle is 108 degrees. Right, after this name this pentagon as A, B, C, D, E. Now you should mark the midpoint of this pentagon. From this corner, draw a straight line to this midpoint. Mark the midpoint for this line. Name that point as O. Now join OA, OB, OC, OD, OE. After constructing the pentagon, from this corner leave 5 mm gap and draw the reference line of any length. Name it as XY, vertical plane, horizontal plane. Now project all these corners till the reference line. From the midpoint you should construct the axis line. Now axis height is here 60 mm. Take 60 mm. This point is O dash. This point is A dash. B dash of E dash. C dash of D dash. Now join O dash to A dash, O dash to B dash, O dash to C dash. So this is your first position. Right, now here they mention that triangular faces is on HP. Right, so these are the faces of the triangle, O dash to C dash and O dash to A dash. Take any one of the side. I am taking this side O dash to C dash and I am drawing that length here. Right, so this point is here C1 dash of T1 dash and this point is here O1 dash. I am taking this length and I am drawing here. Right, after that I will take this length with the help of compass. I will keep my compass here. I will draw an arc. Then next I will take this length with compass. I will keep my compass here. I will cut the arc. I am constructing this pyramid here. Right, now this point is to a A1 dash point. Now A1 dash to B1 dash. Measure the length with compass. Mark the point. Now through that point, join that point to O1 dash. Name this point as here B1 dash of E1 dash. Right, now after that from B1 dash to axis line, mark the point and draw the axis line here. Axis line should be dash dot. Right, now project all these corners here. 1, 2, 3 and fourth step should be here, right? So in order to construct the fourth step, from every corner of this pentagon you should draw the projectional lines from E, D, A, C, B, right? Now C1 dash of D1 dash, from C1 draw the projectional line and name this point as here C1. This point is T1. Next, from B1 A1 project the line B1 to B1, name this point as B1. E1 to E1, name this point as E1. Then next, from A1 draw the projectional line A1 to A1, name this point as here A1. After that, from O1 to O1 draw the projectional line and name this point as here O1. Right? Now join A, B, C, D, E. You will get the pentagon here. Right? Now after that, join this from O1 to B, O1 to C, right? O1 to D, and here O1 to E, right? So this is your pentagonal pyramid. This is your basic problem, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you should construct the sectional plane. Where we should construct the sectional plane? It is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane, inclined at 60 degrees to HP. 60 degrees to HP means I should construct the sectional plane here and passing through the highest point of the base. Actually, this is the base. We are constructing the base here. This is the base. Now this is your highest point of the base, right? Now what we have to do? Place your protractor on that highest point. Place your protractor on that line from the highest point, right? Mark 60 degrees, right? See, passing through the point of the base, highest point of the base. This is your base, right? Place your protractor on this reference line. By trial and error method, see where 60 degrees touches this point, right? Place your protractor on this reference line. Just move your protractor like this and see exactly where 60 degrees meets this highest point. So this is the point I got here. This is the point, right? Now through this point I will construct the sectional plane. To this point I will construct the sectional plane. Sectional plane should be a large dash and small dash. Right? We are constructing the sectional plane in vertical plane, so name it as here vertical trace. Now if you measure the angle here, if you place your protractor on this point, if you see the angle here, the angle will be 60 degrees. 60 degrees angle should touch at this highest point, right? And here the angle is 60 degrees. Now this is your sectional plane. This is the starting point, corner A1 dash. For A1 dash I am naming it as P dash. For B1 dash, this is the constant point Q dash. For C1 dash, constant point R dash. D1 dash in brackets S dash. E1 dash in brackets T dash. P, Q, R, S, T. Now after constructing the sectional plane, what we have to do? We have to project that one. From P, if you draw the projectional line, see on A point you will get here point P, right? Q is in between O, B. From Q, if you project the line, right, in between O, B, you should mark the point Q here. T is in between OE, right? So in between OE, you should mark the T point here. Then next R. R is in between OC. From R, draw the projectional line. Right in between OC, mark the R point here. S is in between OD. In between OD, mark the S point here. Right, now join this PQRST. This is your sectional top view. This is your sectional top view. We are indicating the sectional top view with the help of hatching lines. Right, now here the sectional plane is inclination position, so what we have to do, exactly parallel to this sectional plane, draw another reference line, name it as x1 y1. Now place your protractor on the sectional plane. From P1 dash mark 90 degrees, from Q1 dash mark 90 degrees, from R1 dash mark 90 degrees. So from every point here draw the perpendicular line. From P1 dash, from Q1 dash, from R1 dash. So we are going to draw the sectional top view as a true shape here. So how we will construct? From the reference line to Q point, take this distance with compass. From this reference line, this is the P point. From this reference line, mark the Q point here. Then next, from the reference line to R point. From the reference line to Q point, take this distance with compass. This is your Q line. This is the reference line. Mark the Q point here. Then next, from the reference line to R point, take this distance. This is your R line. This is your new reference line. Mark R point here. From the reference line to S point, this is your S point. Mark the S point here. Right, then next, from the reference line to T point, take this distance. This is your reference line. Mark T point here. Right, so name it as here P1, Q1, R1, S1, T1. This is your true shape. Join this true shape here. Join all these points. Right, so we have to indicate this true shape with the help of hatching lines. So this completes your problem, right? So after completion of your problem, see, this is your initial position, this is your final position. Take height 5 mm. And write down this as initial position, this as final position, right? And here above the reference line, take height 5 mm and write down this is your front view. Below the reference line, take height 5 mm and write down this is your top view. Right, and this is your sectional top view. Take height 5 mm and write down here this is your sectional top view. And this is your true shape. Take height 5 mm and write down this is your true shape. right, and mark the dimensions properly. Here in this question they mention length of the pentagon is 30 mm, so take here length of the pentagon as 30 mm. Right, and axis height is here 60 mm, take axis height here 60 mm. Now in this question what we are removing actually, this is your sectional plane, we are removing this part, so we can't see this part should be in light manner, remaining total problem should be in dark manner. So this pentagon should be dark. Joining the midpoints OA, OB, OC, OD, OE, it should be dark. Right, we are projecting this one, you are getting the pentagonal pyramid here, it should be dark. Right, and here we are removing this portion, no, so from here this part and till here this part, right, and here the axis line till this point and this line, it should be dark here, right, so we are removing this part, no, it should be light. Then next this portion should be dark. Right, so this O point we can't see, no, so till this portion only it should be dark. Right, so this completes your problem. So in this problem we are removing this portion, so that portion should be in light manner, total problem should be in dark manner. After completion of your problem you should write front view, top view, sectional top view and true shape. Right, so let us see the last problem. This is your question. A pentagonal pyramid of side 35 mm and axis 60 mm is resting on HP on an edge of its base such that axis is inclined at 45 degrees to HP and parallel to VP. It is cut by a section plane perpendicular to both principal planes and passes through the edge on which the pyramid is resting. Draw front view, top view and sectional top view. So first of all, we are going to construct the pentagonal pyramid on HP. Condition is edge of its base on HP. Right? So first, construct the pentagon. Edge on HP. So length is here 35 mm. Right, so name this pentagon as here A, B, C, D and E. Right, now mark the midpoint for this pentagon. Name this point as here O. Join OA, OB, OC, OD, OE. Right, now through this corner leave 5 mm gap and draw the reference line of any length. Name it as XY, vertical plane, horizontal plane. Now project all these corners till the reference line. From midpoint also you should draw. From here axis height is here 60 mm. This point is O dash. Right, this is AE, A dash of E dash, BD, B dash of D dash, C, C dash. Right, then next axis is inclined at 45 degrees to HP. If axis is inclined at 45 degrees to HP, base is also inclined at 45 degrees to HP. So mark any point on the reference line, take 45 degrees angle, measure this base and draw here with an angle of 45 degrees. Right, now take O dash C dash length with compass, draw here. O dash A dash length with compass, draw here. Or otherwise, after constructing this base, right, we are constructing this base here. Right, so this point is A dash E dash, write down here A1 dash of E1 dash. This point is C dash, name it as here C1 dash. Now you see, from A dash to axis line, from A dash to take the distance of axis line and mark the point here. Right, now keep your protractor on that point. Mark 90 degrees. Mark 90 degrees. Axis length is how much here? 60 mm. Take 60 mm axis line. Axis line should be dash dot. Take 60 mm axis line. Right, now from axis line to next point, B dash of E dash, measure this length, mark the point here, name it as B1 dash of D1 dash. Now this point is here O1 dash. Now join O1 dash to A1 dash, O1 dash to C1 dash and O1 dash to here B1 dash. Now if you extend the axis line till the reference line, you will get the angle here 45 degrees. Because we are taking base angle 45, this is 90, this is 45. Right, after that this is 1, 2, 3 and you should construct fourth step here. In order to construct step 4, you should draw all the projectional lines. From D, draw the projectional line of any length. From E, from C, from A and from B. Right, now after that this point is O dash. From O dash to point O, name this point as O1. A1 E1, from A1 E1 project the line A to A, name it as A1. E to E, name it as E1. Right, then next B1 D1, from B1 D1 project the line B1 to B, B1, D1 to D, D1. From C1 to C1 project the line C to C, name it as C1. Right, now join here. Join A, B, E, D. These should be dotted lines here. Right, and join A, B, C, D, E. You will get the pentagon here. Right, after constructing the pentagon, join O1 to D1, O1 to E1. Right, so O1 to E1 is your dashed line. Construct the dashed line here, O1 to E1. Then next O1 to B1. then next here O1 to A1. Right, now you should construct the sectional plane. The sectional plane is perpendicular to both HP and VP. Whenever the sectional plane is perpendicular to both HP and VP, we have to construct the side view also, right? So first we will construct the sectional plane. Sectional plane is perpendicular to both the principal planes. Both the principal planes means sectional plane is perpendicular to HP and VP and passes through the edge on which the pyramid is resting. This is the edge of the pyramid. So the sectional plane is passing through this edge, right? So what we will do through this edge, we will construct the sectional plane large dash small dash. Right, now you see sectional plane is perpendicular to VP, sectional plane is perpendicular to HP. Right, so we will write here vertical trace VT, horizontal trace HT. Right, now sectional plane is touching at A point, name it as P dash, for B point Q dash, for C point R dash, for D point S dash, for E point T dash. Right, so same in this manner, A point, E point here PT, A point is P1, E point is T1. Then next, if you project the line BD, Q and S, Q1, D point is S1. See, QS is in between OB. In between OB, Q1, OD, S1. Next, R point is in between OC. In between OC, mark here R1. If you project this one, you will get all the points here. Right, now leave some distance. Draw another reference line, name it as X1, Y1. Right, now project all these points. See, first I am going to construct a square. D1, C1, O1, E1, A1, B1. First I am constructing the square. Right, after that, now you see, this is the point D1. Right, so D1 to D1, I should mark the point here. I am projecting this side view here. In order to project this side view here, do one thing, from all the corners, from O1 dash, draw the projectional line. Right, from C1 dash, draw the projectional line. From B1 dash, draw the projectional line. Right, and anyway this is your A1, E1. Now you see, this is the point D1. Right, so how we will project this one? We will place our compass here. Just from D1 we will draw an arc till here. Right, then next C1, we will place our compass here. From C1 just we will project our arc here. Right, then next A1, take this, place your compass here only, take this distance, just project this one. Next B1, take this distance, just project this one. Right, just place your compass and construct all these arcs till the reference line. Right, now what I will do, see, this is the point D1. So D1 to D1, I will mark here D double dash. Side view, no? Next, this is E point. I will also project this E point, no? So E point to, this is your E point, E double dash. Next C1, C point to here, this is the C point, C double dash. Next this is O point to O point, O double dash. Right, then next here A point to, this is A point, A double dash. Right, then next B point to, this is your B point, B double dash. First join this one. First join this pentagon A, B, C, D, E. Right, now join here O to D, O to E, O to A, O to B, O to C. Right, now we have marked the sectional plane which is in perpendicular to both the principal planes, and these are the points. See, anyway on point A only we have written here P1. So on point A only we will write here this is P double dash. Right, on point E only we have written here T. So on point E only we will write here T double dash. Right, on point OC R1. Now we should project here R point and Q point, S point. Anyway, this PT points is on AE only. That's why on AE point we have marked PT. Right. Now what we will do, from R1 dash also we will draw the projectional line in order to mark R. From QS also we will draw the projectional line in order to mark QS. Now you see, we have written this T point on E point. We have written this P point on A point. Now we should write QRS. So what we will do, from S point we will draw the line till this reference line. From Q point we will draw the line till this reference line. Right? So same. Place your compass here. Take this distance. Draw an arc. Right, and again take this distance and draw an arc. Right, now you see here, this is your S point. So where from S point I should project the line till S point to S point. I will name this point as here S double dash. Then next R point I will project the line till where I should project here, till R point. This point is here R double dash. Right, then next here Q point, I will project this Q point till where here Q point. I will point this as here Q double dash. Right, now if you join this P, join from P, Q, R, S, T. This is your sectional side view. We have to represent this sectional side view with the help of hatching lines. Right, so this is your problem. After completion of your problem, now here what are the portions we are removing? This is your sectional plane actually. This is your sectional plane which we have drawn in perpendicular manner, perpendicular to both HP and VP. So that means we are removing this part. This part should be in light manner, total problem should be in dark manner. Right, so here the pentagon should be dark. Right, and from midpoint OA, OB, OC, OD it should be dark. right? And after that this pyramid should be dark. Right, so we are removing this complete portion. This complete portion should be in light manner, this portion should be in dark manner. Right, and this portion should be dark here. Right, and after that this pentagon. Right, so this completes your problem. After completion of your problem, take height 5 mm and write down here. This is your initial position and this is your final position. Right, and this is your sectional side view. Take height 5 mm and write down here. This is your sectional side view. Right, so actually this is your front view, this is your top view, and this is your side view. This is your sectional side view. Coming to dimensions, here in this question they mentioned length of the pentagon is 35 mm. And axis height is here 60 mm. Right, so this is the problem based on when the sectional plane is perpendicular to both HP and VP. Right, so this is when sectional plane is passing through the highest point of the base. This completes your problems.